Hi, my name is Belinda and today I'm going to read you the book that I wrote called The Very Thirsty Butterfly. This was the first book that I wrote, and I wrote it because my son's favorite book at the time was The Very Hungry Caterpillar, and I'm sure you all know that book, and so I wanted to write something that would follow on from that story. So that's how this story started. Let's read the back so we can see what Kirkus Reviews has to say about what the book's about. In what is clearly an homage to Eric Carle's iconic children's classic, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, this charming debut picture book follows a monarch butterfly preparing to make her 2,000-mile journey to Mexico. Soothing, well-positioned art, this visually appealing tale relates the colorful story of a monarch butterfly. So yes, this story is about a very thirsty butterfly having to take a very long journey and what she does to prepare for that. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's open it up. The very first page, you'll see I did a little anatomy of a monarch butterfly, and you can go through that yourself, but I wanted to just highlight this little mark over here called a ticklish spot. And I asked my son, I said, Guy, where do you think a butterfly would be ticklish? And he pointed to that little spot right over there. So that's why I put that in. Isn't that interesting? Okay, let's read the story. In the warmth of an autumn sun, a butterfly emerged and stretched out her beautiful wings. She was very thirsty and had far to go. She was headed 2,000 miles to Mexico. She needed a lot of energy. The sign read nursery, and the fields were so organized. In the first row, she sipped on purple lavenders, but she needed more energy. In the second row, she sucked on pink primroses, but she still needed more energy. In the third row, she slurped on red honeysuckles, but she still needed more energy. She noticed a glass house and flitted in. She skipped around and feasted on one daisy, one firespike, one orchid, one ixora, one pansy, and 4 cosmos. But she still needed more energy. Then she found the best thing of all. Across the road was a farmer's stall. She tippy-toed onto a glass of juice and dipped in her foot to taste. Carrot, cucumber, strawberry, and orange. She drank and drank and drank. Then she curled up her straw and tucked it away. Now she had enough energy. Up and up she flew high into the sky. For thousands of miles she floated with thousands of butterflies. She soared and surfed the warm air currents south, south, and further south. Finally, they reached the fir trees on a volcano mountain. She landed within a flutter of 1,000,000 flaps. She settled and nestled for a long, long rest. After 6 months, spring tickled the sea of wings. Along with thousands, she awoke and found a mate. Together, as they headed north, they danced a dance and flew one last flight. There was one more thing she had to do. Finding a milkweed patch, she carefully laid 403 eggs. Her work was done, her energy spent. Away she flew. Life would begin anew. Wasn't that a lovely story? In the back, I included some facts about monarch butterflies, which I think you'll find really interesting. So let's go ahead and read them. Number 1, a female monarch lays up to 500 eggs. Number 2, monarchs only lay eggs on milkweed leaves because that's the only food the caterpillar larva will eat. Number 3, monarch butterflies are actually poisonous. Special chemicals from the milkweed plant stay in their system, protecting them from predators like frogs, mice, lizards, and birds. Number 4, monarchs live in 4 stages: egg, caterpillar, chrysalis or pupa, and then butterfly. Number 5, a male monarch has an extra black spot on each wing, making it easy to tell the difference between male and female monarchs. Number 6, there are 4 generations of monarchs. The first 3 generations live 2 to 6 weeks, but the 4th generation lives 7 to 9 months because they have to travel very far and hibernate during winter. Number 7, monarchs migrate about 2,500 miles to avoid winter. Number 8, monarchs in the eastern United States migrate to the volcanic mountains in Mexico, while those in the west migrate to Southern California. Monarchs migrate to the same place year after year. Number 9, migration usually starts in October, and when they arrive, the monarchs sleep for up to 6 months. Number 10, monarchs drink out of a long straw called a proboscis. They stick to a liquid diet, drinking nectar from almost any flower. They're not too picky. Also enjoying the juices from certain fruits and vegetables. Number 11, monarchs taste with their feet and smell with their feelers. Number 12, a monarch's body is completely covered with tiny hairs called scales. And number 13, we're really not sure if monarchs are ticklish. That's just a fun little extra thing in there that I added. That's why I highlighted the little ticklish spot, because that's really not there. It's just a fun fact, a fun thing, not even a fact. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed the book. I enjoyed reading it to you, and have a lovely day. Bye.